Hi Year 1, welcome back, and today I'm going to do some maths with you. And we're going to start off by recapping what you've been doing with White Rose this week, and we're going to do some doubling. So doubling is when you add the same amount again. And you can practice this at home by doing it in the mirror. So when you look in the mirror here, and if I hold up some fingers, if I hold up 2 fingers in the mirror, I can see 2 more fingers. So that's doubling. So 2 add 2, or double 2, is 4. While you've got your mirror there, you could do a trick box mirror. Looking good today, you're going to do great at this maths. You have a go. When you're at home with your mirror, you can practice doing that, or we're going to have a go now and you can pretend to be my mirror. So if I hold up 4 fingers, you need to hold up the mirror of that, another 4 fingers. So 4, add 4, or double 4 is 8. Brilliant. And do that again. Remember to hold up the same amount of fingers as me. Are you ready? So I've held up 2, 3, 4, 5 fingers. So double 5. 5 add 5 is 10. Fantastic. Let's do that again with... Okay, I just held up 1 finger. Hopefully you've held up 1 finger. Can you shout out the answer? Double 1 is 2. Fantastic. And do one more slightly harder one. A little bit bigger. Remember to hold up the same amount of fingers as me. How many fingers have I held up this time? I don't need to count right from the beginning because I know I've got 5 fingers on that hand. So I've got 5, 6, 7, 8. So hopefully you've held up 8 fingers at home as well. And double 8 is 16. Fantastic. Okay, you can have a go at that at home. But also I've got some doubling ladybirds here for you to have a go at. So you can pause the video and have a go at these. The ladybird needs the same amount of spots on either side, so we're going to double that. I've written the number here for you of how many dots is on one side because it's a bit tricky to see over the camera. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 3 add 3, or double 3 is, can you fill in the answer? Okay, that's our warm up. We're now going to move on to sharing. Now I know you've done some sharing with Mrs. Wortley earlier this week. And we're going to have a look at how to share equally. So I've got a question here. So share 12 cubes by 3. Well, I've got counters here for now, but I'm going to share these out between my 3 circles. So I might put 3 in there, maybe 4 in there, and that looks about right. Have I done that correctly? Are those cubes shared equally by 3? I don't think they are. How could I have done that better to make sure they are shared equally? Yes, I could have given 1 at a time. So when you're sharing equally, you need to put 1 in each group at a time to check that it's equal. Let's have a go. 1 for that one, 1 for that one, and 1 for that one. Blue tack's coming off. And 1 for that one, 1 for that one, 1 for that one. Right, so far I'm doing well. They're all equal. I'm going to share again. 1 for that one, 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 1 for that one. Now, let's check. Have I got the same amount in each one? I've got 2, 4 in that one, 2, 4 in that one, and 2, 4 in that one. So 12 cubes, or counters, shared by 3 is 4, because there are 4 in each of their groups. I'm going to put up some pictures for you now, and I want you to have a look and see if you think they are shared equally, or if they're not shared equally. Now some of them are easier to see than others, and you can help me tell me what you think. So first of all, there's this picture here. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 children there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are those children split into equal groups? They are, because there's 5 in each group. So we're going to put that in the smiley one. It was a bit tricky to see because some of them were sitting down. How could we have made that easier? Let's have a look at another one, and that might help us with that answer. Let's have a look here. Wow, that is a lot of books. But that one has been a bit more helpful because they've been put into rows and columns, which help us when sharing. So I can see that that row is complete, that row is complete, that row is complete, that one's complete, that one's complete. Oh, that one's not complete. That one, you're right, it hasn't been shared equally. So I'm going to put that in that pile there. Let's try another one. Ah, now this is helpful because again it's been put in rows and columns. Are those cars in equal groups? Yes, they are in equal groups. There are 2 equal groups of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's try another one. Have a look at this one. Are they in equal groups? Ah, they're not in equal groups because this one has only got 1 in it. Shall we do one more? Now this one's tricky to look at again because they're not all in rows or columns. That one's got 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They've all got 6 in them. So yes, they are in equal groups, but it would have been more helpful if they had put them in rows and columns for us, wouldn't it? Right, let's have a go at sharing again. Right, let's count how many counters I've got here all together. So I could count in 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I've got 10 counters there, and it probably would have been easier had I laid them out in rows and columns again. So I've got 10 counters here, and I'm going to share them equally between 2. So I want to put them into 2 separate groups. Now, we're going to see if we can put them into 2 equal rows. So let's put 1 in that row and 1 in that row. Let's put 1 in that row and 1 in that row, 1 in that row, 1 in that row, 1 in that row, 1 in that row. Can you see how I'm trying to line them up to make it easier to see? Right, now I've put them into 2 equal rows. Should we see how many is in each row? Can you see I've got 1 here and 1 row here. And in each row I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 12 shared equally between 2 is 5. Oops, sorry, 10 shared equally between 2 is 5. Okay, I've got some for you to have a go at now. I want you to have a go at doing some of these at home, and you can do them practically, getting things out at home, maybe some counters or some cubes or some Smarties or anything you've got at home. This one says share 8 into 2 equal groups. See if you can set them up into rows and columns. You can pause and have a go at some of those there. And lastly, I wanted to show you, just as a bit of an extension, if you want to have a go at drawing your own. So instead of using things around your house, you can also draw them. So if I've got 6 shared between 2, I could draw and pretend I've got 2 people that I want to share those equally between. So I'm going to give 1 to that person, 2, 3, 4. Now remember I've got 6, I've got another 5, 6. So I've shared those 6 equally between those 2, and each of them have got 3. So 6 shared between 2 is 3. That's just another way that you can have a go at that. So you can choose whether you do those questions practically or if you want to have a go at drawing them like that. Okay, well, it's lovely to speak to you all again and hopefully see you all again soon. Hope you enjoy your maths, and yeah, bye.